Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes tribe members. I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a love reading for the sign of Scorpio. Oh, yeah. So, anyways, let's get down to business, shall we? I'm feeling fun, free, lighthearted, because I feel like you're free of a situation. You're freeing yourself from someone. You didn't want to, but I feel like you felt like you had to, like it was necessary. You were guided to let someone go, basically, is what I'm feeling. It was a struggle. It's not like you really want to, but there was no forward movement in this situation anyways, and it's almost like, well, if nothing's gonna happen, then I might as well let you go so that I can live my best life and do what I need to do for me. And what's meant to be will be. So if you're meant to be in my life, you'll come back, kind of thing. So that's kind of what I'm getting. And I feel like if you did that recently, or even if you did it a little while ago, and you're still waiting for that communication for this person to come forward, you're wondering if you did the right thing. I feel like, yes, you did the right thing because you did what you needed to do for you, and you are the most important person. You're the most important person in your life. Excuse me, I can't talk. Just gonna say. But anyways, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. I really hope that you do stay. I would love it if you would. Thank you to everyone who has purchased personal readings. If you're interested in one and would like one, my email is in the box below. Email me. I'll give you all the information you need on those. I book up quick, so if you're interested in one, I suggest getting in line as soon as possible. And if you are waiting on one, I'm getting to them. I'm actually caught up, basically. So, because I am waiting on my last I guess you could say, my last prior personal to upload. So you know who you are. Don't worry, it's coming. Anyways, I did a channeled message before I did this, and I didn't know which sign it was for. And originally I thought Virgo, and then I was prompted to say it in the Scorpio reading. So at the end of this reading, I'm going to read you the channeled message. It's a couple pages long. What your person wants to say to you, basically, because I feel like it might be coming from a Virgo or from an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be coming from any sign, but if you're not dealing with a Virgo or an earth sign, they could just have that in their chart ultimately, because I was kind of thinking that that's where it would go, but I was told no, it's for a Scorpio. So it's from potentially a Virgo to a Scorpio, or someone with Virgo in their chart. Yeah. I'm not even going over my intro or anything. I kind of feel lost right now. But you're not lost and you know it. But I almost feel like, with your day-to-day routine, you're right where you need to be. You're right on track. You're killing it at work. You're doing your thing, basically. But emotionally speaking, especially in the love department, I feel like you're lost when it comes to love. You're lost in love. Some of you, not all of you, because I know some of you might go, no, I'm totally fine. If that MF don't want me, then fuck him or her. I'm moving on to bigger, better things, new people, whatever. And that's awesome if that's what you're doing. But there are some of you who, there is someone significant in your life that you were really hopeful that it would work out, and it just hasn't. It's like any obstacle that could possibly get in your way has gotten in your way. This person hasn't been forthcoming. They don't communicate well or at all. It's like hot and cold communication is what I'm feeling. I've been getting that energy a lot for a lot of different signs, and I got that in Aries reading as well. So maybe check out the Aries reading that I just posted. But I feel like I've exhausted all my options. I've done everything I possibly can to show you how I feel, to get you to see me, to get you to see this, what this is between us, what I feel it is or what you feel it is. When I say I'm talking to the viewer or about the viewer. But but just nothing seemed to get through to this person, or that's the way that it appeared, because I do feel like your words do linger in this person's head. You did leave your mark on whoever this is to you. They do think about you, and I feel like that's why you still can't shake this person. It's like, I feel like any other person, I could just be like, yep, be gone, bitch, and I'm good, and I can just go on my merry little way. But with this specific person in this situation, it's just very significant, and it's like there is so much more here, and it's like lost potential. It's like, if I let this go, all this potential just, slips through the cracks. And you did everything you could to make sure that that wouldn't happen, but it still seems to be going that way, or that's the way that it appears, at least in the physical realm. But in the 5D, you two communicate. You see each other in the dream space. I feel like you dream about them, they dream about you. Different faces sometimes, and in many different places. Like throughout history, it's almost like you guys time travel in the dream space. So if you have dreams where you are in a different time period with your love interest, it's because you guys have shared past lives together, and it's a reminder of your love, of the connection, of how far you guys have come. And even if this is your twin flame, if you follow the twin flame journey, not everybody does. It's, it's a quote unquote label to some people, and it's just it represents a very strong soul connection. It's stronger than a soulmate, because a twin flame is basically, a soul that splits off. So this person is technically they're part of you. It's a piece of you. Spiritually speaking, you're experiencing this and your twin is experiencing that, so that when you two come together in the afterlife, in the spiritual realm, it's almost like you guys can speed up your soul's evolution or ascension process on the other side, if your souls are split, because you're learning multiple lessons at once, and you can come together and be like, oh wow, we just went through high school instead of just doing one semester or 1 year at a time. It's doing it all at once. It just speeds things up, is what I'm feeling. But regardless of the afterlife in the spiritual realm, not every twin flame is meant to come together in union throughout lifetimes. And I do feel like you have been with your twin, with this person, especially if that's the journey you're on. And regardless of the twin flame label, you've been with this person in a past life already. And I feel like you guys have connected, and you've connected and reconnected on and off in this lifetime multiple times, but not in a romantic sense. I feel like you just kind of cross each other's paths, like in a friendly capacity or an acquaintance type way. I do feel like you guys have leveled up into the friend zone, basically, because there was like a close call. There was an intimate moment between you and this person, for whoever this is going to resonate with, that kind of, it reignited the spark that was always there. It's almost like one of you, whoever recognized the connection first, more than likely you, Scorpio, you had the spark, okay? And it's always been there. It's almost like I'm picturing Flint, and just these sparks are just choo, choo, choo. And every connection that you have, every potential love interest, we'll say, or potential partner that you interact with, you got the flint going, so there's sparks. Nothing seems to catch. It's like, yeah, I thought it was gonna, there's a little smoldering over here. Nah, that didn't work out. And so it's like the sparks just keep going within you, and it's like, who the fuck is gonna catch fire finally, And then this person comes into your life or back into your life, because for a lot of you, you have known this person for a long time. Not all of you, though. It just, for some of you, if you haven't known this person for a long time, it just feels like you've known them forever, because technically you have, your soul has, and there's that recognition. And even if you can't put your finger on why you feel the way you feel, it's, your soul knows, deep down, your subconsciously at least, what this connection is to you, and so does the other person. I feel like it's just so intense right off the bat, immediately, that it's terrifying. I think it's terrifying for both of you, but because you have a better understanding of deep, deep and sometimes dark emotions, it's not as terrifying for you, Scorpio, because you're used to sitting in the crazy or in the unusual. I don't know. You're just used to the deep feels and stuff because you feel deeply all on your own without anybody else being around anyways, so you can handle it. But whoever you connected with or reconnected with, when you had the sparks going, well, they had the gasoline, and it went whew, and you just, I feel like it just lit your soul on fire ultimately, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm coming to life, in a big way, in a way that I've never felt in this lifetime before. I felt intense emotions and feelings towards people to the point of, near obsession, I'll say, but not quite, because Scorpios have a tendency to, I don't want to say to cling on, but we overthink things a lot. Like, we think shit to death, basically. We are the death card, it is what it is. We kill things. And we're the tower. We bring in change like Miley Cyrus with fucking wrecking ball, and then we're the Grim Reaper too. So it could be quite terrifying to be in love with a Scorpio, especially one who is in touch with that deep dark side of themselves. But anyways, you connected with this person and finally caught fire, between the two of you. They felt the heat too. You're sitting there going, wow, I'm finally warm again. I can feel again. This is amazing, and it's intriguing and interesting and beautiful and wonderful, and it's fucking epic for you, at first, because it gets dark again, But it's terrifying for this person. And they're just like, what the fuck? What the mother of crap is this shit, Like, I wasn't expecting this. Like, yeah, you damn fine. You got it going on, Scorpio. You're sexy, sexy. I want to do you. Just like, like more than I've ever wanted to do anyone else, I guess. Like, I'm very sexually drawn to you, but why am I feeling this? Why is my heart skipping a beat? Am I going to die? This person was just very confused about their feelings because it happened so suddenly. It was just like instantaneous. I loved you before I met you is what I want to say. And it's just crazy feels. So you scared this person off, or they scared themselves because of how they feel, because I don't feel like you were being intense, even though you were feeling the intensity of the connection. And, I'm going to say love at first sight because you loved them before you met them, basically. But I don't feel like you told them right off the bat. I feel like you might have been doing backflips and somersaults and all kinds of craziness inside, but on the outside, you were just calm, cool, and collected, going with the flow, trying to match this person's energy because you don't want to be too intense. You don't want to come off too strong, because I feel like you knew that this person was a little reserved, a little shy, timid, like you didn't want to scare them off ultimately. It's like, if I feel this intensely about this connection, I have to play it cool, kind of thing. And you did, and I feel like you succeeded at that. But this person, they couldn't shake the somersaults and backflips that they were doing internally. I feel like it was showing externally, and it was freaking them the hell out. Like, they couldn't keep their composure like you, ultimately. That's a weird way to explain it, but that's what I'm feeling. So it's very strong. And I feel like they ran away. It's like the runner chaser bullshit, basically. But I feel like you didn't really chase this person. You were a little persistent. Like, you didn't want them to fully go away. So you would hint or stick around just enough and pop in and out to let them know that you're still there. Ultimately, like, don't forget about me. Oh, I'm over here. Whether you were talking to them directly or not through this process. But I feel like you're everywhere to this person anyways, regardless of any actions that you have taken. But you're getting a little impatient with them is what I'm feeling. And I do feel like you did express yourself. at least minorly. Some of you, not all of you, but I do feel like most of you, if this is going to resonate, you did share your feelings to some extent with this person. You didn't go overboard or anything, because I feel like, you know, I'm waiting for you to come forward. I'm waiting for you to communicate. I'm waiting for you to move this forward. It's just the waiting game, and Scorpios don't wait well, but I feel like you have actually waited longer for this person than you would have with anybody else, because we're impatient. It's like now or never kind of thing. But I do feel like through the lessons that you've learned in love and relationships, especially, you now know not to jump the gun. You know, some people need time, and that's totally fine. And I kind of feel like a lot of you didn't really want to rush this connection anyways, because yes, it was intense for you, but you didn't want to lose it or take the risk of losing this person or this connection. But you've also been in very crappy relationships, you know, potentially abusive. Some of you have been in physically abusive relationships, you know, mentally, emotionally, whatever. You've dealt with narcissists and psychopaths and assholes and asshats, all kinds of, you know, if there was an asshole bouquet, you could make 20 of them. We'll just put it that way. And you've got each variety. You got a full variety in each bouquet. That's what you've dealt with when it comes to asshats in love and relationships and stuff. So, you know, you were kind of testing the waters as well with this person, because it's like, even though I feel this is like this intensity between us, and I know that this is something special, it's different than anything else, I still am going to err on the side of caution, because sometimes my emotions, you know, can get away from me. And when I'm all in my heart space, I don't always think logically, and then I ignore the red flags and I ignore my intuition, and then I end up in a shit show. And it's like, I don't want history to repeat itself. So it's kind of why I feel like you were taking your time with this person, or that's why you were willing to wait as long as you did. But this person wasn't budging. It's like talking to a brick wall with whoever this was to you. I feel like you got friend zoned right off the bat. Whether you remain friends with them or not, I just feel like, you know, no love here is what you were met with. For those of you who expressed yourselves to this person, that's what you were met with. Not initially, though. This person did dip their toes in, and I feel like it's almost like they started to get on board with you, and they wanted to see where this could go, and then all of a sudden something happened and it just shut that shit right down. And I feel like it left you going, what the fuck? Like, what? You know, I thought, you know, based off from what you said and the feelings between us and our interactions and what was going on, like your body language, the way you look at me, potentially an intimate moment that you two shared, whether you actually had sex or not. Some of you did, some of you didn't. Most of you didn't, but you came close. But there was kissing and stuff, intimacy, and that's not always sexual. But I feel like you were totally sideswiped by this person rejecting you, because I feel like, oh, yay, it's going somewhere. It might be going slow, but it's going somewhere, and then boof, nothing. What the mother of crap? Well, now we have love note and roses. I do feel like this person wants to express themselves now, because I do feel like you have officially rejected them because of the wait, because of the games, the fuckery going on. You're just like, no. I was patient. I gave you the benefit of the doubt. I was understanding. You know, I devoted my time, my energy, my efforts to you. I gave you the space that you needed. I was a shoulder to cry on. I gave you advice. I helped you in any way, in any way that I possibly could, you know, in ways that I thought you needed or that you wanted, based off from, you know, communications, ultimately, you know, whatever they had said. And I do feel like your love interest was going through some crap, dealing with a past person, a karmic situation. And I do feel like they have some family, and I feel like your family's kind of too. I'm talking to somebody who is a bit of a black sheep. That's how you feel, at least. You're kind of an outcast, but yet you're not. It's almost like in your family, you're an outcast because you're odd. I don't know, you don't measure up for some reason. Like, I just feel like your family is all one way. They're all the white candle and you're the red candle. You're just a little too much for them. So I do feel that black sheep energy with some of you, at least in your own family. And I feel like you can relate to your love interest in that way because their family treats them in a similar fashion. At least some of their family members do. But there's some trauma that your love interest had dealt with throughout their childhood and just their life. You know, they've really battled with overcoming certain issues. And I feel like this person felt comfortable enough to open up to you at least a little bit about their own insecurities and shit. But then they would clam up and shut down like, oh, why'd I say that kind of thing. They do trust you, and that's why you know the things that you do know and why they even spoke to you in the way that they did prior. I feel like they wanted to go further and they want more with you. They definitely do have love for you and they do want more for you, but fear of rejection, fear of abandonment. It's not even necessarily rejection. It might be now because you have rejected them. And if they come back, I'm not going to say if, when this person does return, when they get their head out of their ass, they are going to be fearful that you will reject them because you've gone ghost now. You're basically giving them a taste of their own medicine is what I'm feeling. But anyways, where was I going with that? The black sheep energy. Yeah, this person was dealing with a karmic situation and crappy family members. So it's like the timing was off. I just heard right girl, wrong time. It's almost like if I met you first, things would be so different. That could have been something that somebody said to you or what you said to them. Like, I wish you met me first. So they could have been hung up on a past person or an ex or something. But I do feel like you're going to get a love note. There's communication coming in, and this person's going to actually express themselves in a letter format. And it's kind of funny because on roses, it says handwritten letters. And I literally have a channeled message, which is in a letter format from your person to you. For some of you, not all of you. If it feels right for you and it resonates, then it's for you. But if it doesn't seem like it's fitting your situation, then don't force it. Okay? But yeah, I do feel like this person wants to come in and share their feels with you. It's long overdue, too. For some of you, this person might buy you your favorite flowers, whether they're roses, because, I mean, roses is on the card, and that's like, you know, the flower of love, ultimately. But whatever your favorite flower is, this person knows. I know calla lilies are my favorite flower, but I actually heard daisies too. And I do love daisies because they're beautiful and simple. And I kind of feel like that's what this person represents. That's what this connection is. It's simple if you want it to be. It's almost like somebody's overthinking it to the point that they're making this connection seem more complex than it really is. Go back to the innocence of being a child. Either you or this person. Maybe somebody's reminiscing on their childhood because you might have known this person since you were a child. Or they're just reminding you of a child because they're being kind of immature. But regardless of that, I just feel like there's something from your childhood that's very significant. And it has something to do with this connection. Whether or not you've known this person that long or not. Like, I don't know. The missing piece to your situation, the information that you're looking for, is in the past. The missing puzzle pieces from your past. So whatever information you think that you need or that you're waiting on, you already have it. Look through a diary, especially if you still have journals and diaries and stuff from when you were a child or a preteen into teenage land. There's something in there that you wrote down that is going to help you within your love life in this situation with this specific person. Some of you don't have those diaries anymore, but even if you don't, it could even be in a photo album, or some information from someone from your past is going to come in and it's going to help link it all together. I don't know, something like that. It could even be your love interest, sibling, or a mutual friend of yours. Someone from your past is going to say something to you. It's going to be very significant. There is a person from your past who is very significant. For some of you, if you've known your love interest since you were young, that person is the missing piece. They're the missing piece. Like, they're what you've been waiting for. They were there all along. Don't ignore this person. They shouldn't ignore you, because I don't feel like you were ignoring them, but I do feel like you want to ignore them because you've pulled away. You've severed the ties in some way, shape, or form with your love interest for some of you. And if you haven't, it might be coming up, or you already did it. But I feel like even though that's been done, that you did the right move, you should have done that. Like, because if they're not respecting you or making any effort whatsoever, and it's just causing more harm than good to, remain friends with them or whatever, to keep them around because there's no forward movement in the way that you're hoping. Don't worry, they will return, but don't ignore them when they do. I don't know, there's something very significant. Someone's going to say something, but do not dismiss this person. Because even if you don't end up with them, there's something significant about them and something that they're going to bring to the table. They're the missing piece to something in your world. And I do feel like you will connect with this person, and I do feel like you two will move forward and have your quote-unquote happily ever after at some point whenever this person decides to get their thumb out of their ass. But I don't know, there's something significant about the past. You're getting some information. It's going to help you, but whatever. Anyways, with Love Notes and Roses, we have Back to the Good Old Times. Yeah, back to the good old times. I almost feel like this person makes you feel young again. Like, they bring out your inner child and they get you in touch with your inner child and make you feel just giddy and fresh and like, I can conquer the motherfucking world. Back to the good old times. I want to get back to the days where we can just laugh and have a good time. You know what I'm thinking of when I look at this card is, in elementary school when, you have your first boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. And of course, back then, all that is you're holding hands and it's a label. That's all it is. Like, and we sit together at lunch. It's almost like go back to the good old days, go back to the basics. And that's how this connection should start. Don't start off with sex and, all that sultry, seductive stuff that us Scorpios tend to do. That's all well and good and it will come. But I feel like go back to those innocent days. Like, that's how this should start. When this person comes back in and you guys actually have a face-to-face interaction, start off with holding hands. Start off with playing hopscotch or dodgeball and, go on those nature hikes and run around and play tag and have tickle fights. Do what kids do. And the only reason I'm saying that is because when you get in touch with your inner child, and it really does make you feel youthful and giddy again, it's going to bring you back to life, and it's going to bring this person back to life. It's going to help them remember what life is about. And life is about fun, and it's about experiences. It's not about, deadlines and stress and worry and all this bullshit. It's, does this person make you laugh? Yes. Okay, great. Then tell a joke and make each other laugh. Stand outside and smoke those candy cigarettes like you did in elementary school. Maybe you guys didn't, but I did that. I actually got sent to the principal's office for that. Anyways, at least I didn't sell them. But I don't know, this person makes you think of how life used to be when you were a kid. you know, and when you were carefree. That's it. That's the key. Be carefree. Start off with that elementary love. Go back to the basics. Go back to the good old days. Hearts that speak the same language. I feel like both of you will benefit from this, and I do feel like both of you feel the same exact way about each other. I'm just going to say. You guys can read each other's minds without even realizing it. Maybe you realize it, Scorpio, but this person doesn't. And if they do, it's kind of scary to them. So just kind of ease them into it. Like the knowledge of it, I guess you could say. But I feel like if your intuition freaks this person out, whether you're a tarot reader or not, some of you are, and a lot of you are, you know, psychics and potentially mediums as well. But if you are big into the esoterical, it really does, it intrigues this person, but it also terrifies the shit out of them because they feel like you know everything, you know too much. And you do, you know this person better than anybody else. You saw through their facade, you saw through the mask, you saw through all the bullshit. And that's why you love them. That's why none of their antics and bullshit bothered you, because you knew it was a facade. There's just so much more to this person, and you feel it, you saw it, you know it. This person knows that you know it too, and it's kind of freaky to them because nobody else can see through their mask like that. But you both love in the same ways. You both are yearning for the same things, and you both feel the same way. Ready, willing, and able to have this love. And you want to know what's making this person ready and willing and able to love you, to have you, to hold you for the rest of your damn days? I do feel like this person would marry you, even if they swore off marriage, like, I will never marry anyone again. And if that's how you feel too, whether you've been married before or not, I do feel like you would marry this person. They mean that much to you. I mean, obviously it's not going to happen right off the bat, but the potential is there. It's like, once I have you, I ain't letting your ass go. So you better be fucking ready, willing, and able when you come in, because when you're mine, done. You're my forever is what I feel. Like, when we do this, we're fucking doing this. They weren't ready before. Wrong time, I already said that. The timing was fucked up. The timing was off. No, it wasn't. The universe doesn't make mistakes like that. You planted the seed. That's why the timing was off for you two to fully come together, but you two connecting or reconnecting was not the wrong time, because you planted the seed in their head, or they planted it in yours, both of you. It's like it has to start somewhere, and it started growing. You know, the universe knew that this would take some time. So that's why you connected when you did. And the reason why they're ready now is because you slammed the door in their face. Some of you some of you are ignoring this person. Some of you aren't friends with them online or on the internet anymore. Or maybe some of you never were, you know. They still have an in, though. Just so you know. I don't know what that means. Maybe mutual friends. Maybe they're asking people about you, or they will be. That's a mind fuck for some reason, because it just made me really dizzy. Like, I feel like, what is happening? What did I do? Somebody made a boo-boo. Somebody fucked up is what I'm feeling. All right, so let's just, since I'm 34 minutes in and only read those cards, let's see what's going on for you guys. Well, we have the Queen of Swords. I told you that communication's coming in. The truth is coming in. She wants the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Libran energy. I feel like this person had ignored you. They didn't take you seriously. Or they weren't taking this situation or connection seriously. And I feel like you threw whatever the last communication you two had, you just threw it out the window, like, whatever. or that's what you felt this person was doing, that everything you said was just, you know, going in one ear and out the other. No, they retain everything you say, but I do feel like communication is coming in after a time of rest, because the Four of Swords is like, I need time to heal. I need to, you know, work on myself, because she's sitting here waiting for this communication, and he's in the painting, so he's frozen in time, like, or he's frozen stiff, like, I know what I need to say, but I can't say it. I don't know when I can say it. He's scared shitless. That communication is coming in. It hasn't come in yet, though. It's about a new beginning. This person's going to come in with an offer. You have known this person for a very long time with the Six of Cups. There's nostalgia here. They can't stop thinking about you. This person looks at your photos as well. But I feel like whatever memories you two have, whatever memories you've made since you've connected or reconnected, this person thinks about it constantly. It's just very overwhelming. That's why they needed a break. And I do feel like after some communication that did come in, it caused a break. That's what made you push them away, or, you know, turn the other way and be like, fine, you know? If you're not going to come in correct or come in at all, then I'm piecing out of this bitch. And I feel like that's what you did, and that's why you two are kind of on a quote-unquote break. But that's going to heal the situation between the two of you, because they're going to come in with this solid offer. This isn't all lovey-dovey. I mean, it is in this deck because they're cuddling, but I feel like it's going to be such a relief when this person actually comes in and gets things going. It's because they can't stop thinking about you. I also feel like they can't stop thinking about an intimate moment that you two shared, because we also have the Ace of Wands, which is there's intimacy everywhere, because this is also passion. You know, this will be a stable connection. It'll be a loving connection. It's very passionate, fiery. The chemistry is off the charts between the two of you. So it's like all encompassing. And that can be terrifying, especially if you've never connected with somebody in that way. It's almost like this person just did not expect this at all. You're a pleasant surprise, but you're a terrifying surprise at the same time. But I feel like they can't stop thinking about a moment that you two shared together. Like, I wish I would have, I wanted to say, I wish that night never ended. I want to hold you forever. So if you guys cuddled, even if it was just on the couch watching TV or at the movies or something, I feel like it was on a couch though. Could have been in a vehicle for some of you. I just feel like I want to put my head on your chest, and this person, they just want to like hold you close to them. I want to keep you warm. I want to dry your tears. I don't want you to ever cry. I don't want to make you cry. I want to be there for you when you do cry. Somebody's thinking about the times that they weren't there too. The times that they should have held you and they didn't. They didn't even talk to you in those moments, and I feel like this person is very regretful of that. But they're thinking of some times that you two shared together, and they want to recreate that basically, but they want that back. They don't want it to end, and it is going to move forward with the Eight of Wands. I feel like this is also the communication. So like I said, the communication, there was communication that happened that wasn't really reciprocated, because one person's talking, the other one's frozen in a painting, and it led to this disconnect. And I do feel like most of you severed the ties, like you were forced to walk away basically, and it's like, fine, I'll have a new beginning elsewhere, and this person's like, oh fuck no. So they're gonna come in and initiate communication and forward movement now. For some of you, this person wants to start a family with you. Even if you already have children or they have children, they want that blended family. But I feel like this person might also want to have children with you as well. Yeah, this person wants to change the dynamic between the two of you. I have the Death card. This is you, Scorpio, basically. So there's communication coming in to you, and it's changed communication. This person is changing the way they speak to you. because they know that whatever they were doing before was not, they weren't coming in correct, and they know that they need to. So I feel like there's a massive shift, a major transformation happening. So the way that you two were connecting, even if you really weren't, it's changing. Whatever happened prior is not happening now. I do feel like they're coming in a changed man or woman, but they're not. They haven't really changed. They are who they have always been. They're just showing you that side of them, and they're gonna be more forthcoming, is what I'm feeling, because they're gaining the strength and courage to actually open up. So they're going to speed things up. I feel like you're dealing with Pokey Joe here. This person was moving slower than coal molasses. They're basically a dead snail. And now they're on a horse. This horsepower, this person might have a truck. Because horsepower makes me think of trucks and stuff. Like, it could even be a diesel, who knows. But I feel like I'm coming over, running every red light. Yeah, they're bossing the fuck up because they know you're the empress, and now they're going to be your emperor. They're going to be the man or woman that you deserve. They definitely want to do you. I'm just going to say. But I feel like this is sexual restraint. They're... Even though they really want this, they want to show you how much you mean to them, and they're going to go back to the good old times, and you guys are going to have that childhood experience, you know, that playground love initially, which is, it's going to show you not only the softer side of this person, but just how genuine they are, because it's very intimate and cute and endearing. I don't know. They can't get enough of you in a sexual way, but also just because you're amazing. They want to show you that they know, they want to show you that they see your worth. They know your value. They're ready to take control and leave, ready to release this love block. This is definitely taking control. They don't want to jerk off anymore either. They're so ready to have the real deal, just gonna say. They're releasing the block, like I said, with the Seven of Wands. I just heard I want to protect you. Whether you need protecting or not, this person wants to protect you. They're just trying to figure out how to do this. They're calling a truce. The communication that's coming in is calling a truce. Like, yes, you see through my mask. You saw through the facade. Let's do this. Let's move forward. Once they have you, they ain't letting go. The Four of Pentacles. They have been holding back, and they want to, the truth, when they call the truce and they come in and talk to you, they want to tell you why they have been holding back. But part of the transformation is that now they're not going to hold back with you, but they're never going to let you go. They're going to hold on to you. They never let you go anyways, but they want you to know that. And when they come in, they're going to make sure every motherfucker knows that you're theirs or whatever. It's going to make you happy. This new beginning is what you've wanted. It's what you've been hoping, wishing, and praying for. And here it is, you know. Let's see. What do they want to say real quick? Should I even do this, or should I just... I'll pull a couple of these, but then I'm going to read that channel message to you. Because that channel message is not for all of you. I just heard Popeye. Maybe you guys like that cartoon, or your person does. Popeye's a sailor man. Toot, toot. Old cartoons, retro cartoons, Looney Tunes. The Roadrunner, they were acting like the fucking Roadrunner, hauling ass out of the situation. Words do hurt. Yeah, they could have, if they rejected you in any way, shape, or form, it did hurt your feelings. You could have said some cutthroat shit to them too as well, especially if you were fed up with waiting. I feel like an outsider said something. Love is the answer. With words do hurt, there could have been hearsay and gossip that they heard, either you or them. Somebody lied about you to them and it hurt them. But they never told you. They will. And it's going to piss you the fuck off. Somebody said that you said something or did something and it really hurt this person. But it was all a lie. Love is the answer. I want a fresh start with you. They're in so much pain without you. Yeah, I'm in so much pain. I don't want to lose you. This is why they're in pain, because they don't want to lose you. And you pieced the fuck out of the building. You seriously did. This person knows you're not there right now. For most of you. Or when you actually do leave the situation, that's how they're going to be feeling. But I feel like I'm talking to somebody who did. You already pieced out. Alright, so this is the channel message. It says, I don't know where to start or even what to say 90% of the time. No, I don't want you to go. I do miss you, but time gets away from me. And with all the responsibilities I have, I seriously don't have time to date. I think about you all the time and really do want to tell you that you've been right this whole time. I just don't know how to say it. I'm embarrassed. No other female or male, whichever. It's just that's what I wrote. Has ever made me feel this way before. I knew when we first connected or reconnected that this was important and I shouldn't let you go or slip away. And I did exactly that because of my stubborn ass. You're the one for me, but the timing is off. I was with other women or men, other people, other options, to try and let this go, but no one compares to you or how I feel about you. That might have been something that you found out and that might have hurt your feelings. If they rejected you, it did hurt you, or you to them, whichever. I knew I was going to fuck this up right from the start. I was too caught up with the past and couldn't see a way out until you came into my life, and that scared the hell out of me. I told you that I could see myself falling in love with you, and that's exactly what has happened. The night Sirens, you rescued me. This person wants to rescue you because you rescued them, is what I feel. The night I stopped us from going further is because I knew if we connected like that and actually slept together, I'd be done and would never leave. I wasn't ready for that. I love the way you touch me. Your hands are so soft and gentle. I could feel your sweetness and kind, gentle ways with every touch. I wanted so much more and wished that night would never end. I thought about that night and you every day since. Sorry, the siren's getting louder. Come rescue me, baby. The words you say linger in my mind, and I constantly have to stop myself from reaching out. I'm sorry, when I channel, my handwriting is complete junk. I can't read it. I want you so damn bad. Your kiss just makes me melt. I don't understand how you could even like me or love me like you say you do. I've reread the messages you've sent me 1,000,000 times, and it makes me laugh, cry, and smile all at once. You're so funny, smart, beautiful, and amazing. I never told you this, but I love your cooking too. Maybe you cook for this person. Please forgive me. Love you. And then I wrote, because I got interrupted, which I feel like this connection has gotten interrupted quite a few times. My channeling got interrupted. And then afterwards, I was like, oh, it's not done. And I just put the pen down and started going again. Don't forget me. I'm right here waiting. And don't worry, I'll be back and we'll make it all right again. I do love you. You're not just my friend. I did say friend zone shit. It's so much more than that. I would marry you. Please forgive me and let me prove myself to you. Don't go. Songs do make me think of you all the time. And I do wish I met you first, but that doesn't matter anymore because you'll be my last. Isn't that so fucking sweet? And it's crazy when I channel messages, especially through writing, I seriously just go and go and go. And my handwriting gets so crappy because it like pops in my head as I'm writing and I can't keep up sometimes. So it's like chicken scratch. And my handwriting changes too, because when I was doing those channeled love notes and stuff when I first came back to YouTube, I can tell if it's a feminine writing or a masculine. The handwriting changes. It's really weird. And I've written in cursive before, and in all honesty, I can write in cursive, but I suck at it. And I had the most beautiful cursive handwriting in one channel message that I did, and actually that was one from my Mimi, which it was so cool because her handwriting's beautiful. And if she was holding my hand, which I really feel like she was, that's why it came out beautiful, like her handwriting, because my cursive sucks. It's like the soldier on leave energy. Could be dealing with someone who was in the service or who is. But the Three of Wands in this deck, it always makes me think of that soldier on leave, because when they come home, you know, it's just like, oh, I want to ravage your body. It's long awaited. I feel like both of you are yearning for each other. This person's going to come in out of nowhere. They're very confused. They're very conflicted, possibly because of a third party. There's a karmic either around you or around this person or around both of you. And it's almost like, do I do, you know, are you really alone? Are you really single? Are, you know, am I going to fuck things up? Am I going to cause hate and discontent and drama? You know, am I going to step on anyone's toes? There's a lot of questions going around. And I do feel like that's where a lot of this confusion is. And that's part of the reason why you guys have had to wait so long. That and due to fear. But there's the Tower moment. This is your energy right next to the Queen of Cups. I'm telling you, they're coming in out of nowhere. You came into this person's life out of nowhere. It's like, I don't know, you dropped out of the heavens and right into their life at the perfect time, because you were there when they needed you. And they weren't there for you, is what I feel. But they're coming in out of fucking nowhere. But they are burdened. They do think that you are either entertaining other options or that you're with an ex or a karmic. They think that you're with someone because of something that someone said. Potentially another earth sign says something to them, or a Taurus. They're trying to figure out exactly what this connection means to them. They know, but they don't know. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like, you know, they have that deep inner knowing of what this connection is to them, but logically, in the 3D, in the physical realm, it's confusing as shit. It's stressful as shit too. They fantasize about you all the time. This will move forward. It's all about divine timing, but I feel like now is the time because they want to work together with you. They're coming in out of nowhere. They know that they fucked up. They made a boo-boo and they want to right or wrong. I choose you, is what I feel. Yeah, with the Four of Wands, they want this connection. It's a stable connection. They know that you're the healthy choice, ultimately. But that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Hopefully it helps. Hopefully it makes sense. And I really hope that they do come in really quick for you, because this seems like a very beautiful connection, and you are more than deserving. Just know that, and I feel like you do know that. And that's probably why you've pushed this person away, or why you walked away, because you felt like you had to, because you're doing what's best for you. And the universe sees it. And you know what? Good things are coming your way. I feel like blessings are coming your way. And not just in love, not just with this person. Like, you're going to be on cloud motherfucking 9 and very successful before you fucking know it, in many areas of your life. I feel like if you dream it and you wish it, it's here. Seriously, I don't know what the fuck you did right. But you're going to be living the high life before you know it. I feel like you're going to be like a high roller, like, oh yeah. You're going to be popping bottles and shit, you know? But yeah, I love you guys. I'll be talking to you soon. Peace.